Morning.
Good morning.
It's a very miserable, wet, dirty morning. Today is going to be awful, lads. It is.
Awful.
Straight up. It's going to be, weather-wise, like, the day will be great, but the weather will be awful today. It's going to be very heavy showers across all parts of the county later on today. I think maybe not so much. There's a yellow weather warning in effect for the whole country, but I think we might escape the worst part of it. I think like places like Cork will get it bad, Waterford, and like parts of the northwest, but we are going to get some very heavy showers later on, so the weather is awful. Stay in bed.
Anyway, it's warm, if that's any consolation to anybody. We've a busy show between now and 9 here on Kerry's Full Breakfast with loads to do. We'll give you full details of what's coming up just before we finish the video. But in papers today, one of the big stories, all about the tensions between beef farmers and meat producers. And they've really gotten very, very bad now, escalating after an industry body yesterday said its members will seek legal action against the farmers who've been picketing outside factories. They've caused significant problems within those factories and even layoffs as well. So some bad news there. That's on the front page of today's Irish Examiner. Adverts watchdog to review use of the word unlimited in ads. This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Often comes up with unlimited data use on phone plans. But the ASAI is to review the use of the word unlimited when it comes to advertising mobile phone and broadband data. They've also got these fair use policies. So
yes,
it's unlimited, but not really unlimited.
Yeah, it can't be unlimited. I said this to you only a couple of weeks ago. It can't be unlimited because what's stopping me from going home then and downloading like gigs upon gigs upon gigs of music or movies or whatever? Yeah. There has to be a limit. It can't be.
Also, deadline day in the Premiership, obviously yesterday closed at 5 p.m. David Luiz pictured on the front page of the Irish Examiner. He is on his way to Arsenal. They're bolstering their defence. It was a pretty hectic day after all on the deadline transfer news, but that was the biggest news I think of it all.
The Irish Independent this morning, same story. Beef crisis as farmers protest shut down factories. The beef industry is plunged into deepening crisis with hundreds of jobs on the line. And weather warning in place for 18 counties as we're told to brace ourselves for flooding and up to 40 millimetres of rain. That makes the front page there of the Irish Independent this morning.
Irish Mirror, very sad story in the front page there. A homeless Meath dad sleeping in a shed as he recovers from brain injury. This is dreadful. A man recovering from a serious brain injury and now sleeping in a shed relies on his dog to raise the alarm if he has seizures. This is the story of a 30-year-old man named Pat Kelly. He's living outside while his partner Tara and their 3 young children share an overcrowded house with her brother, sister, niece and mum. This is a story from Kentstown in County Meath. And also in the Irish Mirror today, Leinster House's infamous Dáil rat has cost the Oireachtas €10,000 in lost bar earnings. Politicians forced to make the rat run to other drinking dens off Kildare Street after the Dáil bars were closed, while the rat hunt got underway on this day last month. My God.
The rat never paid his tab.
Seriously.
The Irish Daily Mail this morning says schools are urging parents get loan for iPads. That's a fairly shock headline. The St Vincent de Paul is warning of approaching loan sharks, and parents say that the advice is an utter disgrace to be told by the school, yeah, you should go to loan and go and get an iPad. Yeah, that's great advice, lads.
Brilliant. So I don't have any other loans for the other things I really need.
There's a picture of Kate Middleton, right, and the headline says, it's Cap'n Kate and her gappy little mate. So Kate Middleton and her family were on a boat, and their son George has lost his front teeth. So he's got the
That's a leveller now. He looks like any other kid now because he's a gorgeous little thing, I think, but he normally looks so posh.
Oh my God, he loses his front teeth as well.
Yeah, they do. What? They get 3 sets though. They'll get a third
made from gold
because they live so long. No, he's a gorgeous little fella, but like he does look posh, doesn't he? Usually, and he looks like a normal kid there, even though he's wearing a captain's hat.
Yeah. On a yacht.
On a yacht. Some of the big trends this morning on Twitter, obviously the transfer deadline day in the Premier League. A lot of people talking about that. I don't know how I missed this, but late last night I spotted it on Instagram. A few of my friends sharing pictures of their cat. I didn't know what was going on. I was happy, but I didn't know why. But yesterday was International Cat Day.
Yeah.
So cat pictures, please.
I'll sorry. Share. Whoa.
No.
Yesterday was International Cat Day.
Belated Happy Cat Day wishes. I'm going to share a photograph of Kerry, any excuse. And I'd love to see your cats.
Stupid cats.
Send me your cats. Pictures of only, please.
This Way Up is trending. It's the new comedy with Aisling Bea. Was on Channel 4 last night. Mixed reviews this morning, but some people are calling it brilliantly funny. I didn't watch it. And Best Movie Line Ever is also trending this morning. And I was thinking of this line, and then I saw somebody also shared it. No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. Remember the film?
No.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yes.
The guard comes alongside. He's like, pull over. He's like, no, it's a cardigan.
Oh,
but
yeah,
thanks for
yeah.
noticing.
God, I love Dumb and Dumber. I should have known that.
Yeah, best movie line ever. So, your favourite movie line. It doesn't have to be one of the iconic ones like, I'll be back. It doesn't have to be one of them. Just your favourite line out of a movie ever.
I might go for Han Solo and Princess Leia. And she says, I love you. And he says, I know.
That is good.
Even when I was a kid watching that, I was like, oh, he's a bit of an asshole.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I saw another song. It was like,
I know.
Dobby is a free elf and he's here to save Harry and his friends. Yeah, that was shared
Dobby.
by a few people, yeah.
So your either a picture of your cat or your favourite movie line. I'll enjoy both of them. He'll enjoy one of them.
Or your favourite movie line as acted out by your cat. I don't think that's going to work.
Oh, I could do that later. I could.
Yeah, don't send me the pictures.
So we had a weather warning last night. There's been extremely heavy rain overnight. That weather warning ends in 4 minutes' time at 7 a.m. But it does mean that there's a lot of water which is accumulated on roads. So please do take care of yourselves out and about. And as Andrew said, there's more heavy rain expected later today. So driving conditions will be pretty bad. So keep in touch with us across the day if you want to hear about any weather news. I just spotted this and I mentioned it very quickly. Photo Wildlife Park. Have you been there lately?
Nope.
It's lovely. You're from Cork.
Yeah, I live in Kerry.
I know. But a visitor to Photo Wildlife Park earlier this week got more than she expected. It turned out that Catherine Culnan, who's from Tuam, was the 10 millionth visitor to Photo Wildlife Park. And she got a big prize. She got a safari holiday for two to South Africa.
That's class.
Yeah. It's really good, isn't it?
Even just being able to say, I was the 10 millionth visitor to whatever. That's
I didn't
cool.
read the full article, but it sounds like Catherine didn't even know this was a possibility.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can you imagine, like, confetti, ticker tape, all over?
She's
She's
like,
like, what is
sorry,
going on?
security, could you just come with me, please? What did I do? Yeah, brilliant. That's cool.
Yeah,
Jesus,
very cool, very cool. Yeah.
Any plans for the weekend? Let us know if you're up to anything. If you're going to the match, maybe on Sunday.
On a safari,
Matches.
South Africa.
Or if you're going to a safari tomorrow.
Maybe you're hanging out with your cat. I have a family wedding today.
Oh.
After, later, I'll miss the churchy part.
Churchy part?
The churchy part, the actual marriage part.
Yeah.
I go to Wexford. My cousin Anita is getting married, so morning Anita.
So you're going for the actual bit, really.
Yeah.
No
Anita
one cares
and Ray.
about the marriagey bit. It's all about the party.
Going for the party.
The party. That's good, yeah.
I don't have a lot of family weddings, so this is a big one for me.
Yeah, that'll be a good crack. Safe driving.
It's an even bigger one for her, though, in fairness. She's the one getting married.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, we'll leave it there.
Have a look, if you're not too afraid of spiders, of the video below this. I found what I think is a false widow yesterday.
Wow.
Walking up my front door. So I took out my phone, as you do. Somebody says it's not. Somebody else took a picture of a false widow from Google and it's almost identical to mine.
Okay.
So have a look. It's only 10 seconds long.
You didn't kill it, did you?
No, I didn't. I put it into the grass. I don't kill spiders, to be fair.
When your neighbours is in hospital right now.
The only insects I kill are flies because they're dirty, smelly bastards.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Right, we're going to wrap because we have a busy show coming up. We're going to play Who's for Breakfast for 240 quid and there's loads happening. So
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Good luck.